Hey everyone, glad you're with us for the show today. We are following up on some of the absolute worst winter weather Texas has ever seen. And right after the winter weather, we've had 80-degree temperatures for literally 7 days. And you know what that means? The blue catfish have moved up shallow. We've got 30-mile-per-hour winds today, so you better hold on to your hat because Let's Fish TV is on the air right now.
That is a fish. Oh man, look at this.
It's time for the only program that brings you real-time fishing reports from the Southeast region every week.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Woo!
This is Let's Fish.
Folks, I'm Captain Michael Littlejohn with my wife Terry from Lake Tawakoni Guide Service, right here at beautiful Lake Tawakoni, which is just 45 minutes east of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And today we're going to be running shallow, chasing these blue catfish in super shallow water. And folks, everything we do today is going to work in your region where blue catfish are found. We're also going to have the weekly fishing report in your local area. But first, let's get back to the studios for your weekly planner.
Hello everyone, so great to see you. These salooner tables are indicating that this is the best weekend of the month to get out and fish. We will have excellent game fish activity for both days this weekend. Peak daytime hours begin at 11:06 on Saturday and 12:10 on Sunday afternoon. The best nighttime fishing will begin after 11:45 on Saturday and midnight on Sunday night. Depending on your area, the sun will rise around 7:21 and set at 7:44. Nighttime fishing should be bright with the full moon this weekend. Stick around, we've got fishing reports from across the area on the way. Plus, I'll return with crappie expert Wally Marshall to answer this week's Ask the Pro question. Stay with us.
We've had 7 warm days in a row where the south wind is blown, and what that's done is it's warmed up the shallow water to the point where there's almost a 20-degree temperature difference between the main lake out in 40 and 50 foot versus the shallows. And guys, when I'm talking shallow, I'm talking like knee-deep water. And so today we're gonna head out, we're gonna use side imaging, and we're gonna find these blue catfish that have basically moved and sometimes 5 or 6 miles in a very short amount of time and staged up in these shallow mud flats. I don't know if they're trying to get warm, if the bait's moved up there, but they're up there. So right after these messages, we're gonna come back, and you know what? We're gonna set up on some of these fish and we're gonna go out and catch them.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Mercury. Go boldly. Lowrance, America's #1 fish finder. Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, Alabama. Get our free fishing guide at orangebeach.com. Motor Guides Tour Pro with GPS Anchor. The tour is back. Blazer, high-performance boats for high-performance anglers.
Fish on, baby. Nice fish. Look at there. Perfect fish. All right, guys, we've located some fish on side imaging. The cormorant have been in here. We're gonna go ahead and set out our anchors out. Hey guys, box anchors, check that out. Best anchor on the market. I'm coming into the back of a cove right here, marking all kinds of fish right now. Got some buckbrush, got some docks, got a little creek right here. Fish on, baby. Hey guys, we literally just got the rod set out. We haven't been out 45 seconds and already got a fish on. These are the fish we're targeting today. These are eater-sized blue catfish, 2 to 3 pounds. And guys, it's 40 degrees out on the main lake. We're almost 60 degrees up here in the cove, and that's why these fish are up in here. Nice fish. Look at there. Perfect fish. Circle hook got her right in the corner of the mouth, exactly what you're looking for.
Well,
there we go. We're
any catfish for dinner?
We're gonna let all these fish go today, guys. There you go. There she goes. She gone.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's Tennessee, Mississippi, and Alabama Fishing Report. It's brought to you by TH Marine. From the hot foot to the locker bar, the hydro wave, the G-force trolling motor handle, I could go on and on and on and tell you about all the awesome products that they make that are innovative, efficient, and durable. I'm talking about will last and make your fishing more enjoyable and more productive. Go over to thmarine.com. Check out their entire product line. If it doesn't change the way you boat and fish, nothing else probably will either. Check them out today. Hey, it is a beautiful day here in this region. I'm in Tennessee, but we're talking Mississippi, Tennessee, and Alabama today. And with warm weather, with pretty weather, comes shallow fish, comes biting fish, comes a lot of fun. In Alabama, I am going to go to the Coosa River. That's right. Those big spots are eating. Guys catching them on spinner baits, swim baits, current seams. That's the deal. Got a buddy down there that just went down there and just cranked on them the other day, throwing a Strike King Tour Grade, one of our new spinner baits, around the insides of current seams. And he said those fish were right where you thought they'd be. They are biting, they're big, they're fun. In Tennessee, I am going to go to Center Hill right now. It is pre-spawn there. Those big spots are there too, smallmouth, largemouth. Great time to run into creeks, look at secondary points, look at channel swing banks. And a little secret there I like to do this time of year, I like to throw a floating worm. In Mississippi, it's crappie time. Man, they just caught some giants in a crappie tournament down at Grenada. The winning team had a 3-pound average. So right now, if you like to crappie fish, there's nowhere better on earth than Grenada in Mississippi. There's lots of ways to catch them, but I'd say whatever your favorite way is will work fine. Just get there and get a bait in the water. We'll see you next week. God bless you.
All right, guys, we've got some fresh gizzard shad we just caught in our net, and we're targeting eater-sized blue catfish and super shallow water. So what I want to do is I want to come in here, and I'm not using big baits. I don't want to use big baits right now. I'm going to fillet. These are 5-inch, 4.5, 5-inch gizzard shad. I'm just filleting the fillets off of them like this right here. That's all I'm doing. Just like that. Just get a nice, good fillet off these baits. And this right here is going to be one bait right there. I'm going to take the skeleton, send it out. There's one bait right here, and then guys, watch this. I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna take and cut just bigger than my thumbnail size baits. Look at there, like that. So I'm getting 5 or 6 baits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 baits off one shad. And guys, I may catch multiple fish off one bait. So let's get them out and see if we can catch some fish here. Yeah, he's on there.
Well, I know.
Look at there. Another one. We still don't have all the rods out yet. Oh, yeah. And I'll tell you what.
3 down.
Okay. 3 fish in the boat, and we still don't have all the rods out yet.
I think we're good.
Oh, this one's getting bit back here. This one just got bit. That back rod just got hammered. Oh, this one's on. This one's on. This one's on. Oh, there's another one. This one's a little bit bigger here. I'm telling you what, that one back there was getting bit. All right. Oh, come here, Bubba. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, that's a nice one right here. That one's a wild man. Look at there. Easy there, Bubba. All right. Look at there, guys. That's what I'm talking about.
They eat these little tiny pieces of shad.
I know, right? Let's see here.
Do a double let go right here.
All right, let's see here, guys. We're here, Lake Tawakoni. We're up in a couple foot of water. It's early March. Water's warming up. People love to come out and target these blue catfish up shallow. We are trying to fish 10 rods. Our biggest issue so far is that we've only been able to get 6 rods out, because we keep catching these dang fish that keep hitting our lines here. So, but hey, check that out. Beautiful blue. That one's about 4.5 pounds. Terry's letting her go. Let's let this one go right here. Oop, there he goes. All right, let's see if we can get 10 rods out. So once the rod gets pressure on it, we're reeling up to the rod and we're reeling down. Pretty fish. You know, we're Carolina rigging today. We don't even have the Santee Cooper rig. We don't even have a cork on our leader. But we're faced with some 4-foot rollers out on the main lake today. We've got 30-mile-an-hour winds. And these 2-ounce sinkers right here, these lead sinkers, are not good for our fiberglass rods. And you know, most people are going to come in, they're going to hook it up like this right here, and they're going to reel it up like this right here. And as they go down the lake, those weights are going to beat these rods up. So what you can do is you can come up to your second eye right here and just bring this line around your reel like this right here, tighten it up, and look at this. As I'm going down the lake, look where my weight stays right here. My weight's going to stay right here, and look at there. Shake that rod going down the lake, and that weight doesn't beat that rod up, and you can transport it a lot easier out on the main lake when you're going from one spot to another. Get him, babe, get him. Reel. There you go. Fish on. Guys, we're not setting the hook on these fish. It looks kind of strange, but these are circle hooks. So once the rod gets pressure on it, we're reeling up to the rod and we're reeling down. The reason I'm looking around so much is we got rods all around the boat. Pretty fish. And at any moment, any rod could slam down. And here's another thing. We're targeting these eater-sized fish right now. But here's the deal. Look at all the black little spots on him too. But at any moment, Big Bertha could come in and wipe out one of these rods and catch a 50, 60 pounder. All right, guys, check this out. She's gonna, when she puts a circle hook in, she's barely gonna hook the corner. That's all she's gonna do. And when she comes back through, we're gonna check the tip for a scale. And that right there is perfect. You don't want to worm the bait all onto the circle hook. I know that bothers some people, just barely hanging on, but that's what's going to work best for these fish.
Hey folks, it's my pleasure to be back with you again for another Carolinas Report, brought to you by Crazy Sister Marina, the leader in water sports along the Grand Strands. We can take care of all your need on the water. Inshore, nearshore, and offshore, we've got that. You want to come down and rent a boat and do it all by yourself? We can do that as well. Eco tours, everything for the family. Come live like a local. Visit crazysistermarina.com for more information. And I tell you what, we're going to stay in saltwater. Offshore bite, it's incredible. You know the wahoo this time of the year. Every year we go into it. Get out there with some high-speed trolling lures, cover some ground. Once you find the fish, start meat fishing. You're going to find a lot of blackfin tuna also. Right now, I tell you, you can't go wrong with blue and white, black and red are great colors if you're out there right now. Also, going inshore, let's talk about the sheep's head bite that continues to be great on those inshore reefs. We're starting to see some gray trout, weak fish, mixed in with them as well. Get out with a heavy jigging spoon, jig vertically right up over that structure. You're going to find these big breeding fish as they move their ways to the reef for the next month and a half of breeding. It's been incredible. It's going to only get better. Hey, spring is here. Get out and go fishing. This has been your Carolinas Report, brought to you by Crazy Sister Marina. Remember, fish smarter, not harder, and keep your chaos organized.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there. Power Pole, Total Boat Control. Visit Mississippi. Good times are close by. Low Boats, 50 years of boating craftsmanship. Balls Out, made in the USA. Heavy duty mounts for your fish finders.
Oh, right here. Oh, shoot. Oh. Yep. Hey guys, little tip here, when you're fishing multiple rods like this, guys, we're fishing at 25-mile-an-hour wind today. We're in the back of a cove. the boat's moving back and forth, and it's okay. These blue catfish are incredibly aggressive, but we like to use this high-vis line. In this case, we're using orange line today. We can see the bite evolving before the rod goes down. We can see that slack in that line going out before that rod tip goes down, and we can do that because of the high-vis line. So if you're gonna sit on anchor in the shallow water and do this, get you some high-vis line and put on your rod and reels. It'll help you see the bite before it happens. Did you get him? Fish on. Oh man, this one's going down right here.
Oh. I didn't see that one.
It was under the boat.
I've been watching this one for so long, I didn't even see it.
Look at there. Looking around.
Little.
Thought we were getting a bite on that other side too. Look at here. There's two of them.
Wow.
Guys, what's going on here is we are just off the main lake, and the wind obviously is blowing. Oh, right here.
Oh, no.
Oh, shoot. Oh. Yep. What's going on here is we got some problems today, but really what's going on, the wind is barreling into this cove right now, and it's got the midge larva blown in here, and these blue cats are all over it right now. Matter of fact, their bellies are going to be full
Look at the belly on this one.
of just brown gravy, and that's the midge larva that this time of year it starts growing. And that's a nice blue right here, and they're in here eating on it, and we're in here anchored up in this cove, super shallow water, and they're in here feeding like crazy. We have only been here a few minutes, and look here.
Triple.
There's 3 catfish in no time. We still don't have all our rods out. We've moved to a different area, just trying these different areas in the same situation. We were finding these catches or these little coves where the wind's blowing in, and I'll tell you what, they're in here feeding like crazy. In fact, I've got my head looking around.
Well, hard fighting and aggressive redfish are turned on along the southeast coast, and the action is really red hot in selected spots around. I'll be right back with all the details, but first this from our good friends at MirrOlure. MirrOlure, building quality saltwater lures since 1937, including the new line of Mirrodine plugs. Turn on the bite anytime, tie on a MirrOlure. Well, outstanding redfish action is on fire along the marshline rivers of the Gulf Coast, especially Mississippi and also in nearby Alabama. In Mississippi, the fishing is great from Pascagoula all the way west to Bay St. Louis. You got to work for the fish a little bit. It's a lot like bass fishing, and they're throwing crankbaits and spinnerbaits to catch these great redfish. So it's the largemouth bass fishermen love this type of angling. It's just like fishing for largemouths. These are pristine marshes a long way from people and very pristine. You want moving water, and a lot of these fish are being caught on wake baits. These are small type of crankbaits. There's the H2O Express by Academy is a great lure for this. Also, shallow running MirrOlures work real well. The MR17 is just a dynamite bait for this kind of fishing. Just going along and throwing to the marshline creeks, any kind of small run-in streams that come into these bigger rivers is a real prime spot. Just the other day, 2 anglers fishing near Pascagoula, Matt Heltz and Ivan Strahan. They teamed to catch about a dozen redfish up to about 7 or 8 pounds. They also had 8 spotted sea trout and 12 largemouth bass, which of course were released. In brackish water also along the Alabama coast has been very good. Mobile Bay has been good for trout. In southeast Georgia, warming water is producing really good fishing. The inshore action on, again, big reds up to about 7 or 8 pounds has been very good. You want moving water. Falling tides are particularly good. Work the shell beds and the creek mouths in southeast Georgia. Well, that's it for the southeast coast. The water's getting right and the fish is heating up. Get out of the water and take a youngster with you when you go.
Watch our latest episode or catch up on past episodes on our website at letsfishtv.com. Be sure to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter for new fishing videos every day. And download the free Waypoint TV app to get all the latest episodes every week on your phone, tablet, computer, or smart TV. Fish TV is proudly backed by Lose. Feel the difference. Waypoint Customs. Customize your boat your way. Strike King. Tie one on. Glacier Glove. Stay outdoors longer with our gloves, hats, and shades. Fishing Specialties. Makers of the premier mount assembly for live sonar.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's get right to your Ask the Pro question for this week. Charlie wants to know, what is the biggest crappie you have ever caught? For an answer, we asked the one and only Mr. Crappie, Wally Marshall.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was 3 1/4 pounds. I was fishing with Jimmy Houston. We was doing a show up in Oklahoma, and we were using spinning tackle, and this is one of my speed shooter rods that I have on the market today with Lose. I was using a 6.5 foot rod, 6 pound test, 16th ounce lure, and I caught the biggest crappie of my life on blue and white, my favorite color.
If you want some help from one of the pros, simply go to letsfishtv.com and follow the Ask the Pro link to submit a question. Now it's time to find out who wins this week's Big Catch of the Week.
This week's winner in the Big Catch of the Week contest is Brad Nuss of Smyrna, Georgia, showing a 5-pound spotted bass he caught at Lake Lanier in Georgia. To enter the contest, go to letsfishtv.com and follow the instructions on the homepage, or post it to any Tuesday post on our Facebook page at facebook.com/letsfishtv.
Here's today's Right Stuff, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about what we use today to catch these shallow water blue catfish. Guys, this is pretty simple. Most of the stuff you probably have in your tackle box. I'm using a Santee Cooper rig, but since I'm fishing shallow, I like to take my cork and either not use it at all or push it up all the way to the swivel. Again, we're fishing in real shallow water. What I'm doing here, guys, I've got 60-pound leader on a 6/0 hook. Okay, that's a 6/0, and I've got it snailed. And basically, there's your hook right here. I'm using a sinker slider right here, and I'm taking a 2-ounce teardrop weight that I can just clip on manually. And if I need to go heavier or lighter, I can take them off and put them back on with just a regular 1/0 swivel. Like this, guys, is pretty simple. I've got 25-pound main line on a nice soft tip rod. And then, of course, bait of choice today is a nice little gizzard shad that we caught in our cast net before we started this trip. So, and I'm cutting these into really small pieces. One other thing I want to show you guys real quick is when you're doing this, you're going to need to anchor up. There's a lot of different anchors on the market. This right here is a regular box anchor that's welded out of 3-inch plate. These really stick your boat. You want to fish these type trips when it's windy, and these box anchors held us today a 24-foot Blazer Bay boat in 30-mile-an-hour winds, and we used 2 of them. So, and I've got some chain attached to it. So, thanks for joining us on Let's Fish TV. For more fish catching action, tips, and tricks, go over to our website at letsfishtv.com or check out our YouTube page at the information of your screen. We hope you guys had a great time with us today and learned something about catching these shallow water blue catfish in the springtime. And trust me, these techniques will work anywhere in your region where you live. And until next time, you guys be safe, have fun, and we'll see you on the water.